Good morning, students. Today we are going to start macroeconomics, in which we are going to discuss the topics that are meaning of economics, scarcity and branches of economics. First of all, meaning of economics. Do you know what is the meaning of economics? All of you know we have unlimited wants. If one want is satisfied, then arise second want. If second want satisfied, then third want arise. It means we have unlimited wants, but we have a limited income. So, how economics work here? How to utilize this income to get a maximum satisfaction, that is known as economics. It means we have unlimited wants. And limited income. So how we are going to satisfy our wants? Not decided. Economics tell us how you are going to utilize your limited income to get maximum satisfaction, that is known as economics. All of you know there are three sectors in the economy, that is household, producer and government. So household, all of you know, as a consumer we are earning income, we have always limited income, but our wants are always unlimited wants, and we want to satisfy our all wants to get maximum satisfaction. That is known as household. Household have always limited income, unlimited wants and maximum satisfaction they want to always get. So how economic will work, I let you know right now. Second, producer have always limited fund, and they want to get a maximum profit. Clear? Same way the government has limited resources. Always government has limited resources and government want to get maximum welfare. It means social welfare. So how they are going to achieve, how household is going to achieve maximum satisfaction, maximum profit and maximum welfare, that is tell us economics. Now economic means utilization of your resources, your income, your fund in that manner so that you can get maximum satisfaction, maximum profit and maximum welfare. Clear? That is known as economics. It means optimum utilization, maximum utilization of your resources, your income, your fund to get maximum satisfaction, maximum profit and maximum social welfare, that is known as economics. Clear? Suppose I am just giving you very simple example. All of you, suppose you have 1 lakh rupees. Clear? You have 1 lakh rupees and you have 3 options. First, you can get admission in very good college for MBA from this 1 lakh rupees. It means you have 1 lakh rupees to get at, you can get admission for MBA. MBA fees is 1 lakh rupees. Clear? Now The material which you are going to purchase from that is study material, that is also rupees 1 lakh, and the hostel fee, that is also 1 lakh. So you can see you have a limited income, but your wants are unlimited. You want to get admission, and that admission fees is 1 lakh rupees. You want to purchase a study material also for MBA, that is also worth rupees 1 lakh. And you want to go to the hostel and you want to reside and you want to do a study of MBA, that is cost also is 1 lakh rupees. So you can see very easily your income is limited, but your wants are unlimited. So how you are going to utilize this 1 lakh rupees so that you are going to get a maximum satisfaction? Suppose A is going to get a maximum satisfaction by purchasing a study material of MBA. So for A, he is going to spend 1 lakh rupees on study material to get a maximum satisfaction. It is a consumer behavior which varies from person to person. It means satisfaction can be varies from person to person. For A, he is going to opt study material because he is going to get a maximum satisfaction by purchasing the study material. For B, he wants to get the admission and he wants to pay admission fee for MBA because he is going to get the maximum satisfaction while getting admission in MBA. That means for B, he is going to get a maximum satisfaction here. For C, he wants to get admission in hostel. So he is going to spend his money on hostel fees. So every person wants to spend his money in which manner, where they are going to get a maximum satisfaction, that is known as economics. So that is varies from person to person. It is depend on individual behavior, consumer behavior. Clear? This is known as economics. It means how to utilize the resources, how to utilize the income to get maximum satisfaction, maximum profit and maximum welfare, that is known as economics. Clear? I hope all of you have understood what is the meaning of economics. Now, the second topic, that is scarcity. That is also related of that only. What is the meaning of scarcity? Scarcity means when demand is high and the supply is less. When demand is high and the supply is less, that means that thing is scarce in economy. That is scarcity. The second topic, that is scarcity. When demand is higher, demand is greater than supply, it means that commodity, that fund, that income is less. We always demand higher and higher income, but the supply which we are getting, it always remain less. That means our resources are scarce. What is the meaning of that? It means our resources are scarce. So, and I told you right now, our wants are unlimited. Unlimited wants. It means we have so much alternative. Right now I told you there were 3 alternative. He can get admission in MBA, he can pay the hostel fees, or he can purchase a study material. It means we have unlimited wants. It means alternative options. We have so many options. How we are going to spend our money, how we are going to spend our income, that is known as alternative. There are so many alternatives available. So which alternatives I am going to select? Alternative A, alternative B, alternative C, whether I am going to take admission in MBA, whether I am going to purchase a study material, or I am going to pay a hostel fees. It means which option I am going to select. Selection. It means which kind of problem, that is decision making. Why it is arise? Because I have an alternative and there is a selection. Selection, while selection, which kind of problem arise? Problem of choice. So wherever problem of choice exists, there will be the economic exist. Why the problem of choice arise? Because of the scarcity. When there are scarce income, scarce resources are always scarce. How to utilize that resources? Which alternative? There are so many alternatives are available in the economy. Which alternative I am going to select? Whether I am going to select A, I am going to select B, or I am going to select C. Which kind of problem are a decision making, problem of choice. And wherever the problem of choice exists, there will be the economics, that is known as the scarcity. Clear? Suppose if I am going to give you one option, you can take only after 10th commerce. So you are not going to stuck anywhere, you have to opt commerce, it means commerce. But suppose I am going to give you the option, alternatives, alternative commerce, science or arts or humanities you can take. So in that condition I have given you the alternative. Which alternative you are going to select? It means which kind of problem arise? Problem of choice. It means decision making. It means we are going to decide that resources we are going to opt or use that resources which gives you the maximum satisfaction. If you are going to opt commerce, why you are going to opt commerce? So that will be give you the maximum satisfaction. So decision making means uses of your income in that manner so that you are going to get maximum satisfaction, maximum profit and maximum welfare. Why it is problem arise? Because of the scarcity of resources and resources have alternatives. Because of this reason the problem arises of economics. Clear? Now we are going to discuss branches of economics. There are two branches of economics, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics. Let me change the marker. That is two branches of economics, microeconomics and macroeconomics. In your syllabus that is only microeconomics. Which economics? Microeconomics. But I am going to explain you the difference between, what is the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics means when we are going to the study as a, it is study as an individual. When we are going to the study as an individual unit. Which kind of unit? Individual unit, single unit or a small unit. That means that is known as a microeconomics. Clear? When we are going to the study as an individual unit, single unit or small unit, that is known as microeconomics. There are so many forms in the economy, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, but I am going to the study of only C, that is known as microeconomics. There are so many students are available in your class, 40, 45. But if I am going to the study of Prerna, that is known as only single unit I have taken, that means that is known as microeconomics. Clear? Macroeconomics. When we are going to the study as a whole, when we are going to the study as a whole, it means whole the units, that is known as the macroeconomics. Clear? If there are so many forms available in the economy, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, whatever the forms, I am studying all the forms, that is known as a macroeconomics. If 45 students in your class, I am studying all the 45 students, that is known as a macroeconomics. Clear? Let me give you one example. Suppose there is one school, that is HG International School in Abu Road. If I am going to the study of HG International School, that is means that is a single unit. That which kind of economic it is there? Microeconomics. If whatever the schools are available in the Abu Road, it means all the schools available in the Abu Road, that is known as macroeconomics. If I am doing the study, I am going to the study of all the schools available in Abu Road, that is known as macroeconomics. If I am going to the study of only HG International School, that means that is microeconomics. Clear? Now, suppose if I am going to the study of 11th commerce in HG International School, that means that is microeconomics. If I am going to the study of all the classes in the HG International School, that means that is known as macroeconomics. It depends on variable. If I am going to calculate my income, that is known as microeconomics. If I am going to the study of all national income, all the persons in the economy, I am going to calculate their income, that is known as macroeconomics. It means, example, here we are going to discuss demand, supply, that is known as demand of a person, supply of a producer, that is known, demand of the consumer, supply of the producer, that is known as microeconomics. Aggregate demand, the name you can see, aggregate, it means whole. Aggregate demand and aggregate say supply, it is known as macroeconomics. Personal income, that is known as microeconomics, and national income, that is known as macroeconomics. Thank you for today.